Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to make like Elon Musk, and we're going to get boring. Let's get on with it. So we are starting underwater today. I am harvesting some clay because I actually want to get into immersive engineering. It may sound crazy, but immersive engineering is probably going to be one of the first mods we start. As far as a pick goes, I'm not really seeing anything that is going to be easier to get a 3x3 than immersive engineering. It's just going to require some iron. We need to, of course, go through a little bit of the early game progression of immersive engineering, but other than that, like, we're good. Like, we should be able to make a drill and charge that drill up with a wheel of wood. I know, it's crazy. We're going to have a wheel of wood. Oh wait, it's not a wheel of wood. I'm getting news that it's not a wheel of wood. It's it's actually a water wheel. Okay, that makes way more sense. By the way, when I was mining, I ended up getting myself some geodes. Now, I should be able to break these so long as I have a tier 2 hammer, and they should give me random stuff. Like, we ended up getting a copper nugget and some flint. I know, that seems like not great stuff, but I mean, to be honest, we could potentially get diamonds and things like that from it. So, I mean, free stuff, I'm not going to complain too much. It's almost like extra drops. So right now I'm working on getting the brick done simply because we are going to need to make ourselves some coke oven brick. The only thing I'm going to need is some sand. Basically, we're going to convert the sand into sandstone. And then we're basically going to craft ourselves some of this. We only need 27. So 27 is all I need. I'm going to go ahead and take all of that. And then we're also going to need a hammer from immersive engineering. If we take a look at what the hammer is going to be, it's this right here. Now, I'm thinking about going back over here to this village because that village actually had some material there that I would definitely love to use. It's the treated wood. Now, treated wood is going to come from the coke brick, but we have to get it running. Let's go ahead and, I guess, make this. It needs a piece of string, iron, and wow, I have literally a piece of string. I have the iron in my inventory, and we need some sticks, which I have my wood setting over here. All of my wood. Perfect. Let's grab that. Engineer's hammer. And let's go ahead and grab some coal. All the coal that we have, we can go ahead and grab this because I'm going to throw it over here into this setup. I want to place it in the wall over here. I think I'm going to utilize this side of the mountain as sort of somewhat of a base that is going to extend to our boat over here. So I guess we can go ahead and right away get this placed in the wall here. I just remembered I came all this way just to repair my shovel as I seen it was about to break. I've got to go back and repair. By the way, these things, I think, maybe it's the bigger versions, have the chance of dropping slime balls, or maybe it is these. I don't know if it's the bigger versions or it's those that can drop slime balls, but I've seen that in the little mob chart. It said slime balls have a chance of dropping. So all we have to do is place the coke brick in like this. Bam, and place it out. I wanted it extending out just a little bit to give it some nice depth. Hit it in the middle, and we have ourselves a coke brick oven. Very fantastic. Throw some coal in there, and that's going to start generating some creosote. Now, you could use blocks. It's going to generate more creosote, but at the moment, I think we'll be fine with what we have. Now, later on, we're going to use the coke that turns into coal coke. We're going to be using that inside of a blast furnace. The blast furnace is a little bit slow, but we do need steel later on down the line. At least getting started here, we can make a base drill, which is what I'm currently after. This mining drill, once we put a head on it, will give us at least a 2x2, I believe, by 1, which is kind of nice. It'll definitely save us on some mining. All it's going to require is, well, it actually requires steel plates to make itself. So we are going to need steel, and we're also going to need, let's see, press. We're going to need electrum. Ooh, electrum's another thing. We need to make an alloy kiln so that way we can actually make electrum. Like, that's another thing we should probably add to our list. So while everything's processing, I think I want to go on a little bit of an adventure. I want to see if I can't find one of those, like, broken down end portal or broken down nether portals just kind of floating about. Like, we should be able to see it easily on a map if it does exist around us. But I want to try and head off in this direction. We have enough food and stuff. I have myself a bed just so we can sleep through the night if need be. But I think we can definitely risk traveling, and we also have a compass. We know that our spawn is over here, so we should be pretty safe doing this little adventure. While you're out, if you guys happen upon these guys, definitely grab them because they give you slime. These are jellyfish. Look how cute they are. But yes, they will give you slime, which is definitely a necessity, as it's pretty much required to get into any of the cool stuff from the create mod. So yes, the mini map did provide. Of course, I was able to hit M, pull up the mini map, and as you can see right here is the exact thing that I was looking for. I need to harvest it for pretty much everything that it has. I need the magma blocks, that's one thing, and I need all of the netherrack. Believe it or not, the netherrack is going to be super important, even though you'd think that it probably wouldn't be. Also, there should be a chest laying around. Ooh, right here. What is this? Obsidian Skull. The wearer becomes temporarily immune to fire damage when hurt by fire. That's kind of interesting. Is that like actual fire protection? Is that sort of the thing? And we also got ourselves a piece of obsidian, but that's a bauble. Like, so if we are affected by, fire damage, we become immune to it. So yeah, pretty much. As you can see, we have fire resistance up there. Okay. So like anytime we take damage, we're going to at least take a small tick of it, but then immediately we're going to be healed from it. That's pretty cool, actually. That's a pretty good artifact, I'm not going to lie. Now, remember that kiln that I was talking about? Well, we need to make it now. I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. I have my silver and gold working through, and down here, I have my nether brick worked on, and this is going to lead us into basically the blast brick and getting ourselves ready for the mining drill. I do have enough for treated wood, so I should probably empty this water bucket and get myself a crafting table, nice and ready. Go ahead and place that over here. I need to get a crafting table over here, just so I can get this, basically get the crafting going quicker. We are going to need wood, plenty of wood. I think probably this should be enough. Let's go ahead and make a crafting table, and that is going to be pretty nice. Now, is there a crafting table that holds this inventory? Probably. I just probably haven't got. I think the actually I think there's a workbench, but it requires treated wood from immersive engineering. Yep, there definitely is the engineering crafting table, but as you can see, it does require treated wood, which we're about to get. We're about to go after. I also need to set up this while I'm there. It's going to be placed probably right next to our other machines. Okay, so we're pretty much ready to go. I'm going to grab this and this since that is ready. And we're going to head off. And man, I'm really excited to have some sort of tool going. So next to our coke oven, I'm going to place the kiln brick. It looks just like that. And we smack that with a hammer. And bam, we have ourselves a kiln. Now this does need something to kind of work off of, whether that's coal or what have you. And then we place this and this in here. And that's going to get us electrum. So I have that working. Now I have the coke brick, but this right here, I need buckets of this. So having some kind of crafting table maybe out in front is going to be helpful. And we're also going to need logs and probably having the wood set over here so we can just kind of craft it is going to be nice. There we go. That way we can just grab the bucket, click, and we're good to go, right? And we're going to need quite a bit of treated wood because making water wheels to get a little bit of power, that's going to be quite a bit. This is just one water wheel segment. We need a few. We also need a steel ingot, which we're going to be working on here soon. So I think we're ready to go ahead and make that blast furnace at this point. So we also need 27 of these as well. 27, and we still need our hammer and such. And we're ready to go. I do have some iron, so we can immediately start making some steel. However, I probably want to repair some of my tools real quick before I get ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and repair that. Oh, I need my hammer, don't I? So right over here, we should be ready to go. Blast brick, just like everything else. Place this over here. With the face sticking out. Break that grass. I do, however, want to get some of that industrial hemp planted or long. Place that, and there we go. Really hot topic. Now, the good thing is you can actually build this, as you've seen, without me going to the nether. Used to, you would definitely have to go to the nether to build this. So it's really nice to be able to do this. So I can go ahead and place the coal coke in here, place the iron, and then we just wait. We just wait for some steel, And while we're waiting, I'm actually going to go mining because we need some more copper. So I'm down here mining and I come across this zombie who has a helmet that I would love to have if only this guy would drop it. Oh, it's a mining helmet that has a light on it that actually lights the area up. Even though, I mean, having torches is good. Oh, I didn't drop it. I want that helmet. I guess I could probably make it. Oh, but it's literally a mod in here that's called a mining helmet. Oh my goodness. I think it's the helmet. I want to show you this helmet right here. Yeah, it's a mining helmet. It's literally just some iron and leather and a lantern, but it lights the area up. If you kind of know how Optifine works, disregard everything I just said. That's a cockroach. That caught me off guard. Ooh. Oh no. No, it looks real. No. What? Oh, and it's fast. Oh, that is not okay. That is nightmare inducing. Nightmare inducing. But it does bring to mind a song. Which is kind of weird. But it does bring to mind a song. So I've been working on decorating the area a little bit as I was waiting. And as you can see, I'm going with a little bit of a sort of a theme built around immersive engineering, which I think looks kind of cool. But I was harvesting the leaves over here because, you know, it's me. I love leaves. I don't know. Something about leaves. Anyways, and while doing so, I ended up getting myself a silkworm egg from Mystical World, and that means pretty much unlimited string later on. Eventually, we'll probably set up a way to automatically harvest it. It's pretty interesting how the silkworm egg works, but basically, if I plant one down here, I believe if I just place one on the ground, like, this thing eventually will just start shooting out a type of string variant that you can use to make string. It's pretty nice. Instead of like auto shearing sheep, you can just auto farm the silkworm larvae, which is kind of gross, but it's not, at least it's not as gross as like finding a cockroach while you're mining. That's a whole other level of gross. So at this point, I believe we're just about ready for our water wheels. As you can see, I am slowly building as I go. I'm kind of, as I'm waiting for stuff to finish cooking over here, I'm slowly getting things going. Now, as far as a water wheel goes, I think I'm going to put it over here. And this part is going to end up being encased with a water wheel. That should get us nice early game power. I already made my kinetic dynamo. I have my copper coil ready for my charging station. And the charging station is how we're going to charge our mining drill. And of course, the mining drill is going to require a bit of steel. As you can see, it needs all of this steel here. So I'm still going to have to keep pressing for steel. I need to mine a bunch more coal. But we might be able to at least just get started. I don't know if we're going to get the drill today, but we're definitely going to get the water wheel set up. So speaking of water wheel, let's go ahead and make this bad boy. I'm going to use 3 water wheels. That's going to be connected to a kinetic dynamo. And these things are big. Let's just go ahead and just demonstrate how big this water wheel is. Yeah, that's quite large, right? So we need a place to put this and to fill it with water, because there's a specific way that I want to set this so that way it generates a good amount of RF early on. So I pretty much have this big guy set up and ready to place water in. Now, placing water in, that is a whole thing in itself. Let me go ahead and grab a little bit and get an area set up for this. Let's go ahead and make just an infinite water pool. And this thing needs water in very specific places. Now, I have kind of covered it up. I think eventually I'm going to place glass on the whole thing, but I just don't have enough glass as of right now. I'm gonna try my best to go over where we actually need to place the water. So right here, I kind of have it set up. Here's the water wheels. It's connected to the dynamo, and the kinetic dynamo. And right here, I have, like on this blade right here, you can kind of see I have glass placed. That's where some water is going to actually go. If I place the water right here, you're going to see it's going to start to spread. And then, of course, this I'm probably just going to need to make some sort of ladder, actually, to get up here. That would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? Because I'm going to have to go back and forth through this whole thing in order to get all the water in here. That's probably the hardest part about setting this up, but man, it is worth it once you get the power. If I place it here, that should create an infinite. Perfect. Now I need to place water on the front of this block here. And just all of this is going to help generate about 88 RF per tick, roughly, give or take a little bit. So if I place water here, you're going to see it's going to start to pull in, and then it's going to hit this block here. That's going to help continue it moving to the back area. And then back there, we actually have a little bit of water we need to place as well. So not horrible to build this thing. Like it's not bad. If I place this here, will that generate an infinite? No, I'm going to need a whole other water source. But all of this is generating some decent power for us, which is nice early on. Like you can't beat like the water wheel power. Okay, so this is going. Now we need to take a look at the bottom section. I think I'm going to slab off the top with cobblestone. Let's take a look at the back here, because that is a different section. I need to place water right here. That should hopefully go this direction. It should, because it's kind of being blocked by everything else. So if I go back here and I place water, you see it's going to flow in this direction, just propelling it just a tad bit more in the direction that we want this going. And that should create an infinite, and there we go. We now have a nice, fast spinning contraption here. So that is generating some power. Now to get power out of it, I need to tap in to this right here. So this little point right here, all I have to do is use an LV connector, place that LV connector on here, and run some LV wire down and around, and we are going to have ourselves a nice water wheel set up. So we actually might be able to do this. I think we have everything ready. So all I needed was wooden grips, and I needed this, which is a piece of electrum, which I do have now. And I mean, all I gotta do is make this mining drill. So I need the heavy engineering blocks, which I have now. I have the mining drill itself, and then I need to make a steel drill head. This requires a block of steel, which I have, and all we gotta do is just make it. And then I think we can bind this on the... Yeah, we have to actually combine this thing. Oh, it does require fuel, doesn't it? We might not be able to use this. I thought it required power, but it actually requires gas, I think. Or something like that. Oh no! I really hope you guys appreciate these videos, because... oh boy! Am I really pushing this here? I have, yeah, made a bit of a mistake, but I'm trying to fix that. And unfortunately, I have to do it the hard way because I wasn't prepared to make biodiesel. Now, do I have materials to fully make biodiesel? No, but I will be able to at least get started making some biodiesel. As you can see in my inventory, I'm prepping for something big. I'm prepping to make 3 of the harder multi-blocks to make, and it's requiring a lot of iron. So I went mining for some more iron, even though the whole goal of this is honestly to not have to mine with these tools anymore. But I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on it. And I'm definitely going to get those multi-blocks set up, guaranteed. So I know I definitely don't have enough power to power these things, but I do have the multi-blocks completed. All I got to do is just basically complete them, and I wanted to wait for you guys for that. And the last thing to do is to wire them up. I also went ahead and swapped sides for this because I wasn't planning on setting this up. But this is a biodiesel generator. This right here is one of the multi-blocks, and you can see the items required. The hardest thing to get, honestly, wasn't the steel, because we basically had the steel. It's honestly the iron, because it does require, like, it required like 3 stacks or something like that of iron. Pretty crazy. Now, these all need to be powered, so they all need an LV on the top here to the part that gets powered. This one gets powered from the back. But yeah, they all need this LV to carry this cable to them. I think the best thing to do is to use these posts. And I'm gonna go ahead and I guess tie this into the back, I guess. I'm gonna try and get it to here, and then maybe make a post here, and then maybe a post back here to sort of connect these things. This is probably the hardest part about this whole thing. is getting these connected. Now I'm going to place this on top. This will just help me carry everything over. Place on top. And if I can reach, which I probably can't, place this one on top. Okay. And then we need to connect the actual wire itself. Oh, man. All of this was super. I was not expecting to do all of this today. But, I mean, if anything, this will just get us closer to automation for some other stuff. So will this connect? Okay, so this one will not connect. So what I'll do is I'll probably just end up using this to connect to here, and then this to connect to here. Yes, because that's out of the way. Now, I probably take damage when I touch these cables. No? Am I not getting power from this? That could be a thing. No, these have power. Interesting. These are not... Maybe that's just not implemented yet. Interesting. I'm not taking damage from these low voltage cables. That's kind of cool, actually, because these are not insulated yet. Okay, and then last but not least, I need to give this some power. All of this is set up now. And then I also need to pipe things to this. So I'm pretty sure this is the output pipe over here. And I need to route that over to this. And then this is the output on this side. All we have to do is basically connect it like this. And this will be the output for the biodiesel. For this one, the output is over here. And so what I'm going to actually do is probably just route this underground for the most part. So after hours of work, and yes, I mean hours, because I have been spending way too much time on this for just a single second episode. But we've arrived. We've arrived. You can see that I have been working heavily on getting crops going. So, and these are manual for right now. So that way I can at least make something and get ourselves going. Now, I do need an engineer's work table. This is what I'm going to need in order to sort of move forward. Let's go ahead and place it. Oh, I actually want to place it over one. To be able to modify our actual mining drill. So I should be able to place this in here, right here. There we go. Let's take this out. I was like, wait, what is going on? So as you can see, I've equipped the drill. Now there are upgrades that you can put on this later on, but this drill is pretty much ready to go. All we need now is fluid in it. So to get that fluid, I have a metal barrel that I'm going to place here, and then I'm going to place the fluid pipe here, and hopefully we can get it in here. Maybe actually I probably need to place this in the ground. I do see there is a slot there, but can I? Okay, that's for input and output. Okay, so I'm just going to pipe this up, maybe, unless this does accept it. Yeah, I'm going to pipe it up and in, just like that. Now, technically, this should be good. So, over here, we have this is going to be for our seeds. So, we can feed this with seeds. You can see the power is going to drain significantly. But once it does receive enough power, it is going to start consuming it and generating a little bit of plant oil. Same thing's going to happen over here. I'm going to give it potatoes, and it's going to generate ethanol at a very slow rate because we don't have a lot of power. So it is going to do what it can with what it has, and what it's going to do is hopefully generate a little bit of biodiesel. I'm actually going to probably remove this pipe here just so I can see the biodiesel generating. This has biodiesel in it, and I should be able to right-click on here. You can see it shows the biodiesel. And now we have a little bit of fuel. It's not a lot, but it is enough to do the drilling and actually mine. And it mines a 3x3. Wow, all of that work just for this thing. And honestly, I'm happy about it. I will take that. It's almost full. And that's just from the small amount of seeds that I did put in here. So there's the seeds. You can also use industrial hemp, which is what I'm doing. I have a mixture of everything. And then over here, the potatoes. So that's going to generate biodiesel. We have it available. Let's go actually mine. It's now full. Let's put this thing to the test. I'm kind of interested to see how fast it is. And was it worth all of the effort that I put into it today? I certainly hope so. Okay, so here's copper. Yes, it was definitely worth it. Wow. Okay. I've got to say, pretty good. And by the time that we are done, the Stella. Okay, by the way, this explodes. I need to grab it, though. Oh, it does explode, but this stellarite, oh, it's so good. We can use this to make something unbreakable. This thing right here can make anything indestructible, pretty much. So yes, having this is great. I'm already almost to the point where I can make something that is indestructible. This thing is worth it. By the way, it does take durability hits on your actual drill head. So the drill head does take actual durability, but I wonder if like you could technically make that drill head indestructible. Like that is something that we might be able to try. But oh, this makes mining so much nicer. Simply because there's no ore excavation. So working towards this was actually kind of fun to do today. Guys, we legitimately got biodiesel in episode 2. What is wrong with me? I have no idea what's wrong with me. I have flippers, I have a skull on my hip, and I have a mega drill. Now, I mean, I don't know. Guys, is something, am I going too fast? I need to slow down a little bit, but I want to be able to mine, and the best way to mine is to have something that's maybe like a hammer. So this was the closest thing I decided to go for. Plus, I haven't played with immersive engineering in a little bit. Anyways, let's give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is going to go to Legit Deal Gaming. Thank you so much for your amazing support, guys. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon yourself, and you want to look like this snazzy guy right here, Legit Deal Gaming, then be sure to check out the link down in the below and become a Patreon today. As little as literally $1 a month, you can become a Patreon, get access to world downloads. We also have sub-servers for higher tiers. And guys, I would really appreciate if you would check it out. Link down in the description below and support the videos that I make. Anyways, if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video a huge thumbs up. Had a lot of fun today. I hope you guys did too. I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.